AskingAlexx.
I'm Alex.
Who you asking? I'm Alex, and we are back with another video. So today I'm gonna introduce a new deck that I've been playing recently. I took this to regionals the other day and I've been taking it to locals, and the deck is Fiend Smith Artmage. Honestly, I've been loving this deck. This deck is very fun. The first turn boards it makes, it's pretty much unstoppable. Going second, it struggles a little bit, but that's where the non-engine and the sub-engines come into place. I'm thinking about trying different variations of this deck. So right now I'm showing you the Fiend Smith version of this deck, but the other version is I want to try to incorporate Canine. I was also trying to do like Super Poly as like a board breaker and also as a discard for the field spell. But you know, it's kind of, with the Fiend Smith, the extra deck is very tight. Maybe in that way, maybe adding Super Poly to the Canine build, or even just making like a pure build with Super Poly. I like running the Fiend Smith engine because I can incorporate Caesar to protect me from Nib. And also, if some matches, let's just say if I'm facing against Yummy, I don't make Caesar, I can usually just make a Bow or make Desiree. That way, instead of ending on one Omni Negate, I'm ending on two. So let's get started with the video. Hey guys, before we get started, I just want to point out, less than 4% of you are subscribed that are watching my content. The rest, that means like about 96% of you guys that are watching my content are not subscribed. It's free. Just look down below, hit the subscribe button if you guys are liking my content. Hey, it motivates me to make more videos, and it benefits you guys for getting all this content. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and let's continue on with the video. So for our main deck, I'm gonna separate this into engines. I usually like to go all monsters, all spells, all traps, but this time we're gonna go with engines. So for our main engine, we have our Medius, the pure 3 of Medius. We're gonna run, this is basically your normal summon of the deck. Use normal this, you summon your power patron, which we're running 2 ofs, and then you fuse them off, and then you make the actress. And then when power patron is sent from the field or hand to the grave, you get to search for an Artmage spell. So right there you can add Alteration, Assault, Acropolis. Depending on what you don't have, you add, or you normally, if you have the other stuff, you add the trap, or even the quick play if you have everything. So that's what this does. So 3 Medius, 2 power patron. We're running 2 Latera because I've noticed that a follow-up is kind of nice, you know, just being able to, like, if you top deck this, just special summon it and add something back. We're gonna run 1 Latera and then 1 Graflair as our rest of our Artmage monsters. I've been trying out 1 Latera and 2 Graflair. I think in this version the Latera is a little bit better, but maybe in the next version 2 Graflair is better. Now we're gonna go for the spells to finish off the engine. So 3 Acropolis, this is basically your searcher for the deck. This searches every name except for Medius to pure, but it gives you an additional normal summon for Medius to pure. 3 Assault to search Medius to pure, because you need to see that card. And also there's been some games where I always start off, if I have this and Acropolis, I always start off with this to search Medius to pure, and then activate this. This gives me an extra normal summon, and then after I do the whole line of making the actress, I'll discard off of Acropolis to declare a name, and if it gets ogred, some people don't know, but this protects my field spell, the Acropolis, from card effects, so you just send it. I had some matches where they didn't read that, and I was able to just keep my Acropolis up on the field when it should have been gone. 3 Assault, this places your Acropolis, but if you have Acropolis on the field, it searches any Artmage card, usually setting this off of Graflair. Because if you go into the whole Medius, summon, power patron, you search the field spell, and then you can discard a random spell declare Graflare, summon, set this, and then you search the trap, and then you add Latera, and then you just keep going off. And then for the spicy stuff, we're running 2 Theorealize and 1 Succession, and then 1 Awakening. So the reason we're running Theorealize is because now that Moon is banned, we need another way to go into our Fiend Smith lines. So a way to do this is you go Theorealize, it sends Medius to Pure for cost, and then you look at the top card of the deck from your opponent, and then you either put it at the top or the bottom. So that gives you knowledge too on what they're playing, and you can kind of go about how your board is going to end. And then you activate Medius Engrave to summon it by shuffling any monster from the hand. If you're going first, you shuffle the Fualos because it's dead. Summon it, and instead of you trigger the Medius, instead of summoning the Power Patron, you summon it. You search it, because the moment you summon Power Patron, while it's face up on the field, you're locked into fusion summons. So you have your Medius, and you search your Power Patron to the hand, and you have this engraved, and then you can banish it, target the Medius, make it into a light fiend, and then you just go full Fiend Smith combo, end on Caesar or Desiree, depending on the matchup. So that's it for this stuff. I really like this. I just like being able to, my Fiendsmith stuff basically baits out all the interactions, the hand traps, the nibs, the ogres, the imperms, whatever that needs. Like this baits everything out. Especially Theorealize, you can just go send for cost, summon it, effect the impermanent. Okay, go into Requiem summon the Ash. Okay, that's 2 cards basically, because with Theorealize you shuffle a dead card you don't need. Or if you have multiple copies, like let's say you have a Power Patron already in hand, you search the other one, and then you just shuffle the Power Patron back, because you want to have Power Patron in your main deck to summon it off of Medius or the trap in case you want to do so. And then for our second sub engine to incorporate the Artmage to help it breathe a little, we run 3 Fiendsmith Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Lurie, and then the 1 Tract. That's our Fiendsmith stuff. And then for the rest of our non-engine, we're running, honestly, this should be 3 Lightning Storms, but I have it at 2. I have it at 2 for some reason. This was my list before. The ban list. If anything, you can run 1 Theorealize and then 3 Lightning Storms if you want to do the 3, but this is like pretty good, so that way you don't clunk on it, because this deck can go going first or going second, and if you go first, you just discard this off the spell. 3 Droplet, another card you can discard the spell, and then 1 Called by the Grave. And then for the hand traps, we're running 3 Ash and 3 Fua, and that's it for the lineup on the main deck. So far it's liking it, but like I said, you can run 3 Lightning Storm and 1 Theorealize, or just keep it 2 and 2, that way you just have a variety. For our fusions, running 2 Deactress and 1 Power Patron Nerva of Creation. So this is pretty good. So this is usually what you're ending on, what you fuse with Medius and Power Patron, and then on your opponent's turn you're making Nerva, and then Nerva it's like a Pearly Xyz. It has a directly chain to a Artmage effect, and it'll change the effect to destroy all cards your opponent controls. So it's a good board wipe. 1 Chimera, because you can make this with the Power Patron. You can only make Artmage monsters, but the quick play lets you summon any fusion. You just have to use an Artmage monster. And then SP Little Knight. Now we're gonna go to our Fiend lineup, which is pretty much the rest of the extra deck. So for our Fiend lineup, we have 1 Requiem, 1 Sequence, 1 Agum Day, 1 Abao. Those are our links. And then for our fusions, we have 1 Lacrima now that it's unbanned, 1 Desiree, and 1 Princess. For the Xyz, Caesar, Typhon, and for the Synchro, we have Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel is pretty good because Back in the day, you make lacrima and engraver to make this, and it's unaffected by monster effects. But instead of using lacrima, you can use medius, and it has both effects because medius is a level 4 and it's a dark. So that's pretty much the deck right there. I want to make a, this is just gonna be the list. I want to do a video where we're showing off the test hands. I think it'd be cool to show off like a test hands combos. Usually you end on what do you call it? Let me see. Usually end on the actress. Here, let's put a field center. Can you see it? Yeah, it's like right here. Yeah, so normally you end on the actress, Caesar, and then you end on Graflair. So you end on Laterra, you end on Graflair with the trap engrave. Where the heck is Graflair? And Finmill too. This is usually our end board right here. It's a pretty good end board because you go, so you have an Omni Negate, a Forbidden Droplet, the whole board, a Spell Trap Negate, and then to summon back. So typically, Power Patron and Awakening are in the grave. So after you use your Omni Negate, you want to use your Omni Negate, that way you can fuse it off and make the Power of Creation, Nerva. But a cool line, you can't even see this, so this is basically everything right here. So a cool line, so these two are your graveyard basically. Also a cool line is you can go Banish, Awakening, target the Laterra to return Laterra back to the hand and non-target destroy a card on the field. And if they don't have anything to this, you just chain Laterra summon the Power Patron, this goes to hand, and then it still resolves, so then you pop, you non-target pop, and then you can hold off for as long as you can. If you know they have a Spell Trap, you can use Graflair to destroy a Spell Trap, and then use Power Patron to fuse off, and then you make the creation Power Patron Nerva. You make this guy. So like I said, you have to chain to a an Artmage card. We keep Laterra for follow-up in hand. So this is our hand right here. So we keep it for follow-up, that we can add back Graflair. It adds any card, any Artmage card. So we go into this, we're gonna search for a spell because it was sent, and you just add anything that you want. So you can add Acropolis for a discard, you can add any of these four. It just can't be the same name from what you already have in the grave, but normally after you resolve, this stays up on the field. Alteration and Acropolis, you pretty much are adding cards to discard. You can search this and then you can discard it to banish to target 3 Artmage cards and shuffle them back. That way you can keep comboing off. So that's like, so you have follow up with a random spell and Laterra to add back anything from grave, and then you go Finmill to drop it the whole board, and they have to respond to this, and if they don't, then you just chain it to destroy everything, and that's like the whole deck. And there's other fields where you end on a Bow Desiree instead, but that's something for another video. I'm just showing you, like, this is basically what you want to end on. Once you find out what your opponent is actually playing, that's when you change the line a little bit. But that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Oh, one last thing I forgot. Shout out to Cisco for getting me this Demon Slayer hat from the Dodger game. We want to go see the Demon Slayer movie, and he just showed up with it. He's like, "Here you go, bro. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas." I was like, "Sheesh, we're about to see Tanjiro." Shout out to Cisco for that hat. Peace. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, AskingAlexx, and I'm asking you to like and subscribe, because if you don't, I'll be very sad. But if you do, I'll be very happy, and not just that, you'll also be very happy. So let's just be very happy in everyone's own world, alright? Also, make sure to comment down below on anything you guys would like to see in these upcoming videos. Let me know what you thought about this certain video, and if you want this certain types of videos to keep going, please let me know. Commenting down your feedback, I always read the comments, and I always want to do what people want to see. So please let me know. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down. We need that engagement, and we need all the help we can get. We're trying to get to so many subscribers. We want to make it out, and I want to make you guys very happy. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.